Bam, bam, bam!
Bam! Hello everyone! Now for today's video, me and Rosie are going to be attempting the girlfriend tag. Now if you don't know what the girlfriend tag is, I'm pretty sure you'll catch on very quickly. So let's go straight into it with question 1. Me and Rosie met at sixth form college. We were actually in the same psychology class, but we were also in the same induction class. The first time we actually saw each other was in an assembly, like a welcoming assembly, and I was sitting with my friend and Rosie just piled in and she was all nervous and she just said to me, "Do you mind if I sit here?"
That's a normal thing to do.
It's not a normal thing to do.
Yeah, it is.
I think everyone would agree that when you walk into an assembly, you kind of just filter in. You don't ask people if you can sit next to them.
Well,
it's kind of just an unspoken rule. You just walk in and sit down.
Well, I'm polite. Our first kiss was actually in our room on our bed, although it was Darren's bed at the time because I didn't live with her at the time.
I'd never kissed a girl, and we could both tell that it was going to happen. Like, we were just in bed and watching Friends.
Like in the middle of the day. Not like in bed as in like in bed with each other. I think, was I even staying round? Yeah, I was staying round at that point, but we were all like pajamaed up, like sitting opposite ends of the bed.
It was just in the atmosphere and I was just like, I'm gonna have to do it. And you knew it was coming, so what did I say? I just went, fuck it, and I kissed you.
Yeah.
We first said I love you quite early on in our relationship. I would say about 3 weeks into our relationship we said it. It happened really fast, but I think when things just feel right, they kind of feel right, and we didn't want to not say it because it was too soon, because we felt it.
Yeah, I almost said it like a week in or something ridiculous. Like not even, like not in a really big romantic way, just we were just sitting there and I think you made me laugh and I was like, ah, I love
I was the first person to say I love you. We were on a beach having a drink with some friends. The friends left to go pick up some more
Now
friends.
the friends that we were with at that time will know that that's when this happened.
They went to pick up some more friends, which kind of left us on the beach. And you were like, just say it, because I was like, I really want to say it.
And I was like, if you say it, I'll say it back, or something really cheesy.
And the way I said it, I was like still kind of nervous, so I just went, I love you.
This is a hard one. Not that I don't love parts of you, obviously, because I do, but just hard. Eyes, probably. Because you wouldn't be you without your eyes.
No, that's true.
You'd just be lying down.
A few nights ago, I actually found something that I wrote really early on in our relationship. I was like swept up, all very in love with Rosie, and I actually wrote a very long list of things I love about her, and we found them the other night and we were reading through them and I was like, ah, cute. So here is the said notebook in question, which Rosie actually bought me very kindly one day, and in it...
Don't show them what it says.
No, there's this page, there's that page, there's that page and that page,
Oh gosh.
and that page of all things that I love about Rosie.
My first impression of Darren, before I actually saw who Darren was, I heard someone say your name. I think it was our induction teacher. I immediately was like, I've never heard that name before. That's really interesting.
My first impression of you, I guess my real first impression, the one that I can remember most, is in psychology. Somebody had to draw a person and you volunteered because you were the artist, so you drew all these people. And I thought that they
Reggie.
were... Yeah. I thought that the people that you drew were really, really cool, and I found you really, really interesting, and I remember wanting to get to know you more.
No.
No, we had no idea.
Neither of us knew that we were even into girls when we met each other, so that doesn't really apply to us.
No, but when I found out you were into girls, I got the ball rolling. But before that, absolutely no idea.
No idea that you were even into girls.
No, yeah, I didn't know until I saw you. We are not really one for PDA.
No, like the occasional peck.
Or if we get carried away in a moment, like you'll just like give me a hug or...
Yeah.
But like our PDA is kind of like, you know...
Understated.
Like holding hands and hands on backs and just encouraging little things like in public. We've been quite fortunate with our parents, especially Rosie's. And my dad obviously let Rosie move in, so that's really positive. My grandparents have been really good. My siblings have been amazing. So
yeah,
I think we've been actually really lucky. I mean, I guess it's harder for some people to accept it. That's natural.
Yeah,
so,
we know we've been really, really lucky. Some people have a really like tough time. People have a harder time than we've had, and we've been really fortunate.
You know, we get a few setbacks sometimes, but I think that's just something
just
you have to deal with.
Expected with anything in life.
Some things take time for people. Is there any habits that I do that annoy you?
You shake your leg sometimes.
I do shake my leg.
Like this, just sit there, just shaking your leg constantly.
And I'm a bit of a drummer as well, and then
Yes.
I'll sit down and I'll just... And you'll just be like...
Just this, just constantly, 24/7.
I don't think any of your habits annoy me, apart from things that you do accidentally, like when you hiccup. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm talking about? When Rosie hiccups, she doesn't just hiccup like a normal person. No, she hiccups and she makes a noise after it. Do you want me to demonstrate, or do you want to demonstrate?
You do it.
She goes...
Not every time. Our first trip that we planned together, we booked when we were had been together 2 weeks.
We just went central London, went to Camden, went to Trafalgar Square. Where else did we go?
I can't remember, we went to quite a few places.
But I think you found out that I'd never been to London, so you went
I was
straight
like,
onto
"What?"
the train line, and other websites are available. You went onto that, or National Rail, and you booked me tickets to go to London, and it was a really nice day. And I think we have a photo of when we went, and we looked back at it a few days ago, and we looked so different.
It's crazy.
I remember you being so good with me. We went in the underground and I was nervous, and I don't like escalators very much, so we approached near the escalators, and I always have to go first, and Rosie knows that, and she'll wait for me, and she'll let me go first, and she'll put her hand on my back to put me at ease, and then she'll just rub my back as we're going up the escalator, and it just was really nice. And she started doing that in London ever since that, which is well over a year and a half ago. She's been doing it in situations like that since, so I just think it's really nice that you care about me like that.
Well, I kind of got to.
We shared a moment there, and the camera was... Thank you. Rosie is an incredible artist, and she doesn't quite know how good she is, but I guess people don't when they're really good at things. But she's going to go to university this year, studying graphic design or graphic communication, and I just think, yeah, she's really good, and I love watching you do your work.
Stop.
When we went to London,
Stop.
I watched her sketch a sculpture for an hour. Imagine that patience. We were stood in the V&A, she was sketching a sculpture, and because I was just so intrigued by it, I stood there for an hour watching.
Darren's really good at playing guitar. That's the biggest talent probably.
Thanks.
Thanks. And you're very good with a camera. Savvy.
Oh,
Savvy.
thanks. I don't think we have birthmarks.
Neither of us have any birthmarks. I've got chickenpox scars, but obviously I wasn't born with that. Didn't have chickenpox in the womb.
I have a tattoo here, which is some
a little clip.
writing, and it's basically a Beatles lyric from Let It Be that I just really like. It just reminds me to stay positive and all that.
We hope you've enjoyed this video and learned a lot about us that you probably didn't know before.
Because
I've learned some stuff that I didn't know. No,
Yeah.
I knew all of that.
So if there's any questions that you want to know about us, then you can send us a message, put them in the comments, and do all that, and maybe we'll do a part 2. We hope you enjoyed our girlfriend tag. We will see you very soon with another video. Bye.
Bye.
Anyway, we'll see you very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Crab.
No, a fancy crab. A fancy crab.
It's a fancy crab.
A lobster.
A fancy crab.